Alright, today out here with a 8-foot multi-drill. Got a 60-64-30 from work. Had this thing lit up when I got out and I didn't think about letting it down. I'm gonna run in Ryegrass and Ladino clover. Let's see. Stop, see what I got in here. Yeah, I just filled up about an hour ago. About 2 bags gone there. That's about right. This is Ladino. So, didn't have to put any in here today. But I'm putting out 5 pounds of ryegrass and 7.5 pounds of Ladino in this pasture. We're just wanting to play around with it. At a customer's place, we decided to come out here and go play around with this 8-foot. You can tell we've been getting it dirty, but anyways, this is a old model. It's actually one that was at Real Tree. So, anyways, just y'all, this is nice pasture. He's got about 10 heifers in here, small. You know, they ain't even yearlings. But I wanted to show y'all what you could plant with it, with this thing. I mean, plant into. So we got, don't pay attention to my crooked rows there, but see if I can get across this ditch here somewhere. Maybe right here. I drove around it on the other end down there. Just don't feel like walking all the way down there. But anyways, planted this Monday. Now I had time to come back out here and get back at it. But planted this over here Monday. Today is Wednesday, so ain't nothing gonna be sprouted. But what I want to show y'all is over here. Yeah, you can see this thing. You can still see where we came through. I mean, it cut through all this trash and everything. No problem. What I wanted y'all to see though, is what you could plant into with these things. This is just cleaned up ground. Nothing had ever been planted here until Monday when I came through here and planted through it. So this is, you know, somewhere up here, a few willow trees I ran over. Let's see. There it is. There's one of them. It stood back up now. But this is the kind of stuff that this thing's built to handle. I mean, see, it's going over all this rough holes and everything, and planting. I know this don't look bad, but see, this was all pine stumps a few years ago, and got cleaned up. Ain't never been aired or nothing, so there's stump pile there, ran through all this out here. And this is, I didn't get on over here because I thought it was kind of getting wet. That's why I didn't come on over here. I didn't want to take a chance on getting stuck. This is typically wet. I remember last year I couldn't even get over here. Well, it was too wet. There was water coming through that ditch. You get across here, but that's what I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to show you what you could do with this thing. And down here, that's where a lot of it, I've done a lot of just cutting through and everything. Yes. You can see where I cut through the ditch there and come over it here. I mean, somewhere I drove. Yeah, there it is. You can see I mean, this is that I done with the drill. Come right through here. I mean, so that's what I wanted to show y'all. This thing's made to take a beating. So I know I'm going through some old rotten logs and all that, busting them up, but still, I mean, this is the kind of stuff this thing's built to handle trouble. So see where I come all through that, run that tree over up here, turning around with it, turning with it in the ground. I mean, yeah, probably the weirdest thing I've done with it was actually up here. I don't know if you can see it, but I actually drove back up through the ditch with it. Right there. So probably about you can tell it from right here, but that's about 1.5 feet from where I'm standing up. Maybe 2 foot up right there. You can see where I took out a anthill with it. But I mean, that's what that tree that's standing up right there, I went over it about 3 or 4 different ways with it. But I just want to show y'all what you can do with this thing, and see if I can get back up this hill right here. But anyways, that's all I wanted to do. I just want to show y'all what this thing can handle. And I got it. I'm planting the ryegrass about 1/2 inch, and I got my clover coming out on top. And it's just getting pressed back in. It's going in that. It's just getting that soft dirt right there on top. But you can see, I mean, it's actually cutting through that top layer of thatch and actually getting down in the dirt. That's what you want. And we're going over there trying to figure out what I'm doing. There's a lot more in the big patch. That's actually, this is about 10 acres out here in this fence, I think. And that over there is about 60 under a half-turn pivot. So I'm gonna finish this up this afternoon. I'll probably get started under that pivot tomorrow. I'll probably get started under that tomorrow if it don't rain. If it rains, might have to wait till Friday. So, but we get back at it and just keep going. Like I said, we wanted to. Ain't got much experience with this Ladino. A lot of people trying to plant it now, and we wanted to get a feel for it. So we came out here, and the customer was wanting to plant some ryegrass and some crimson clover, and he let us plant some Ladino instead, just to I don't know, just to do this. We're doing his this time. So, and he actually has a 12-foot multi-drill he's used for about the last 4 years now, and that's what he typically plants with, is a 12-foot. And he does plants all this, and he's got a couple 100 acres worth of pasture. And so But that's what he usually does. He plants it with a 12-foot model, and this year I'm planting with an 8-foot, well, 7.5-foot working width. We call it the ND-96. But yeah, a lot of people wonder about the 9-inch rows. I like them myself. You're still putting out the same amount of seed as you would if you was putting out 7.5s. It's just like you would do, going 30-inch corn or 36-inch corn. You put out the same amount of seed, you just got wider rows. So there's not much difference there. What I like about this day is it tends to tiller out more when it's a little bit wider. 9-inch instead of 7.5. Tend to see a little bit more tillering out. I kind of like that myself. So I honestly wouldn't mind trying 12s one day. I think you could get real good coverage like that. So anyways, let me go and I'm gonna get back to work.